First of all, let me just say I apologize for not getting another video out as quickly as I should have after the previous video. Been having some technical issues which prevented me from uploading anything on Halloween, which is the day that I really wanted to have uploaded the video because I'm a big horror and Halloween fan. So I apologize for that. But now, since I'm obviously not experiencing those difficulties anymore, let's talk about movies. Terminator Dark Fate. Alright, so this is like the sixth film in the franchise, but due to alternate timelines and all of that jazz, it's only a sequel to the first two films. Not following anything with T3, Salvation, especially not Genesis. Just a sequel to these two masterpieces. By the way, did you know this is 2.5 hours long? I don't remember it being that long. Anyway, so Terminator Dark Fate. Guys, it's really not worth it. I mean, it's the same fucking movie. A bad guy gets sent back in time to kill this person. A good guy from the resistance is sent back to protect the person from the bad guy. Timelines, fate, action. Oh my god. You know, I'm starting to have a newfound appreciation for Terminator Salvation. I mean, sure, it's the first PG-13 film, and it could have been better, but it gave us a different story. So yes, Dark Fate. I guess in order for me to really talk about this film, spoiler warning, just flat out spoiler warning. John Connor's dead. Stupidest way possible. So apparently, other than the T-800 from this film, and other than the T-1000 in this film, apparently Skynet just sent a whole bunch of other Terminators at various points in times, and one of them managed to get young John Connor in '98 just out of the blue. It's on the one hand, I'm kind of glad we're not being focused on John Connor, but on the other hand, it's stupid how he died, and even with him out of the picture, it's the same fucking movie. So let's talk about the characters that actually do have a role in the story. Linda Hamilton, it's nice to see her again. They don't really use her in a way that's really all that essential, I guess. I mean, maybe people can argue me against that on that, but I just don't really feel like she had a huge, significant role in this film. So, Arnold, a T-800 that's now from a defunct timeline, he's surprisingly probably the best part of the movie. He's hilarious, like his story and role in this film before they come across him in the movie. In fact, his story that happened between him killing John Connor and being introduced in like the modern day, that could have been its own entirely different kind of film. Would have loved to see that. But he's pretty entertaining in this film, although probably not in the way you're probably thinking. But the new characters, the evil guy, he's actually pretty cool. I really enjoyed him. I mean, we haven't had a really intimidating new Terminator since T2. And so this movie, you've got the skeleton of the 800 with the liquid metal skin over top. So it's essentially really two Terminators in one. That's actually really cool, and this guy's actually pretty intimidating. The actor Gabriel Luna, he played Ghost Rider in Agents of Shield, and he's pretty cool in that role too. So definitely worth checking him out. Then you got the main girl Danny, and I mean she's fine. Doesn't really make much of an impression. Then you got Mackenzie Davis as Grace. Look, Mackenzie Davis, I love her. She's great. I mean, Black Mirror and Blade Runner 2049, she's great. But her character is just, now that I think about it, not likable at all, really. She's kind of an asshole. I mean, I'm surprised that I just didn't like her. No real connection with her. Oh my god. Uh, is there anything else I can say about this movie that people haven't already said yet? Action scenes. There's a few moments, but they're not really shot that great. A little too dark. Uh, a lot of obvious CG, which is a shame because like, here's the thing about these two films that people might have forgotten. The stunt work and special effects were practically all mostly practical effects. So like even though the premise was that like what included time traveling killer robots, the action was presented and executed in a very realistic and intense way. We didn't need two airplanes crashing into each other or this huge explosive fight in a dam or factory. You sometimes upping like the level of action doesn't always correlate with upping the intensity. I mean, especially with the first movie, the action was not that large at all, really, but it was intense and engaging. I mean, sure, with T2, the action was upped, but again, still executed and focused in a way that was still intense and personal and realistic. Dark Fate just. It's a legacy sequel, basically, like The Force Awakens or the 2018 Halloween film, but for some reason, not really remembering the legacy of the Terminator franchise that made it great and well loved to begin with. It's just embracing all the parts that are bland, forgettable, dumb, boring, and bad. Probably said boring twice, so who the fuck do I care? So really, I'm not really all that impressed with Dark Fate. Uh, I feel like overall, if I had to pick between T3, Salvation, Genesis, and Dark Fate, I think it's really T3 and Salvation that will be fighting for who will take the number 3 spot in the ranking of the franchise. Dark Fate would automatically just get the 5th spot. 6th spot belonging to Genesis because let's face it can't be as bad as Genesis. So, yeah, just. Oh, Quachi, you're back from the store. Did you get me anything? Well, fuck you too. Just full of disappointment today. Dr. Cinema, like, comment, subscribe, share. See you guys next